All right, folks, welcome. I hope that you guys can hear me. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. I am the host of the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in and choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. Like always, all we ask is if you guys can please share this live stream on social media. And don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. President Trump's speech is coming very soon. So make sure you guys share this live stream and give it a thumbs up on social media. Thank you so much for tuning to Golden State Times for this live stream. And we also would like to announce that we are officially 300,000 subscribers strong, folks. 300,000 Patriots have clicked the subscribe button to join the family. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you so much for helping us reach this milestone. We will not be here if it wasn't for you guys. If it wasn't for everyone that shares our live streams and gives our live streams and videos a thumbs up and stuff like that, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be reaching this milestone if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for being the best part of Golden State Times. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I'll see you guys on the chat.
Good morning. Welcome to the White House. Please bow your heads for a prayer. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord makes his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen. Mr. President?
Thank you very much, Annie. Thank you. You're going to go down and sit. Please, thank you very much. And thank you, Melania, for the great job you do as First Lady. People love you. No matter where I go, they love you. On this National Day of Prayer, the First Lady and I are absolutely delighted to welcome all of you to the White House, a very special occasion for us. I know it is for you too. The White House is a very, very special place. I'd like to begin by sending our prayers to the people of Venezuela in their righteous struggle for freedom. The brutal repression of the Venezuelan people must end, and it must end soon. People are starving, they have no food, they have no water, and this was once one of the wealthiest countries in the world. So we wish them well, we'll be there to help, and we are there to help. Thank you. Very importantly, this morning, we're grateful to be joined by so many of our representatives, and great representatives they are. And I want to start with somebody who's very special to the success of our administration. We're doing things that haven't been done in a long time, including an economy that may be the best ever. And he's been a big, big help. You'll never guess who that is. Mike Pence, Vice President. And also a wonderful lady and a real friend of the Trump family and a tremendous wife, I can say that, Karen Pence. Thank you, Karen. We're also glad to have with us Secretary Sonny Perdue. Sonny, where's Sonny? Stand up, Sonny. Agriculture. Secretary of Housing, Ben Carson. Great job, Ben. Great job. Deputy Secretary Eric Hargan and Ambassador Sam Brownback. Thank you both very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm looking at that beautiful red hair. Would you please stand up? What a voice. What a voice. Huh? It's so great. You better come up here. Great to have you. Thanks also to the many faith leaders from across the country with us today. Special, special people. And one of the things I'm most proud of is the Johnson Amendment. You can now speak your mind and speak it freely. I said I was going to do that. I told Paula White, who I want to thank so much for everything she's done. Paula, that was one of the things I said. They took away your voice politically, and these are the people I want to listen to politically, but you weren't allowed to speak. They would lose their tax-exempt status. That's not happening anymore, so we got rid of the Johnson Amendment. That's a big thing. And also, I want to very much thank somebody who's done a fantastic job, President of the National Day of Prayer, Dr. Ronnie Floyd, and along with Reverend Rivera. Thank you, Ronnie. Great job. I saw you this morning. Thank you very much. Father Trulos, where are you, Father? Father, stand up, please, Father. Thank you very much, Father. Mrs. Bachu, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Chaplain Agbera, great having dinner with you last night. Great, Chaplain. Thank you very much. Rabbi Cohen, thank you, Rabbi. Great being with you. And the Prestonwood Baptist Church Choir. Wow. Great job. On this special day, we join communities and congregations across our country in continuing a great tradition that helped build our nation, and we have built it now stronger than ever before. They're starting to find out. In March of 1776, as the founders prepared to draft the Declaration of Independence, the Continental Congress asked everyone to join in a day of prayer and fasting for the cause of freedom. They go hand in hand. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Today, we give thanks for this magnificent country, and we proudly come together as one nation under God. And one of the things that Mike and I were discussing just a little while ago, people are so proud to be using that beautiful word, God. And they're using the word God again. And they're not hiding from it. And they're not being told to take it down. And
all right, folks. So we're going to be switching over very, very soon. I just want to give a quick thank you here to Yarns for You. Thank you so much for your support through Super Chat, folks. All of those Super Chats helps us get to the next Trump rally, which is happening this week. Okay, on Wednesday, there is going to be a Trump rally from Florida, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. There are 2 streams today, folks. This one that you're watching now, and then later on, there's going to be another live stream. So 2 events by the president today, rally on Wednesday, so make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. If you guys share this live stream on Facebook or Twitter, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your support. We need your help, folks. YouTube does not recommend our live streams. YouTube doesn't do anything. Instead, they suppress our live streams and our videos, so we need your help. All we ask for, if you guys can please share this live stream on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Reddit, any of those social media sites will be good. If you guys share them on Facebook or Twitter, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your support. All right, I'll see you guys in the chat.
they're not saying we can't honor God. In God we trust. So important. A little thing on the campaign, but it wasn't such a little thing to me when I first started 4 years ago. Haven't been doing this so long. We did a good job. But when I first started campaigning, people were not allowed, or in some cases, foolishly ashamed, to be using on stores, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. They'd say Happy Holidays. They'd have red walls, and you'd never see Christmas. That was 4 years ago. Take a look at your stores nowadays. It's all Merry Christmas again. Merry Christmas again. They're proud of it. I always said, you're going to be saying Merry Christmas again, and that's what's happened. As we unite on this day of prayer, we renew our resolve to protect communities of faith and to ensure that all people and all of our people can live and pray and worship in peace. In recent months, it's been pretty tough. We've seen evil and hate-filled attacks on religious communities in the United States and all around the world. 1 month ago, 3 historically black churches were burned tragically in Louisiana. In Sri Lanka and New Zealand, hundreds of Christians and Muslims were brutally murdered at their places of worship. In October, an anti-Semitic killer attacked the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. That was a horrible event. The First Lady and I went to see that. Was not even believable. And last week, a gunman opened fire at a synagogue in Poway, California, while Jewish families celebrated the last day of Passover. We mourn for the loss of one extraordinary member of that congregation, Lori Gilbert Kay, who stood in front of the shooter and gave her life to protect her rabbi, an incredible man, an incredible person. This morning, we are privileged to be in the presence of heroes who raced after the murder and helped disrupt the attack at the Poway Synagogue. Army veteran Oscar Stewart and Border Patrol agent Jonathan Morales. Please stand. Please stand. Come. Say a few words, please.
This is incredible. I just want to say everything that the president has said, I echo. We need to be strong as a group of people that love God. Whether you call him Muhammad, whether you call him Shiva, whether you call him Yahweh, Hashem, whatever, we need to be strong because that's the only way we're going to defeat evil. And do not be afraid to be who you are. Be proud and lift yourself up. That's all I can
Beautiful.
say.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, President. I appreciate it.
That's beautiful.
Morning all, I'm a Border Patrol agent assigned to the El Centro Station, El Centro sector in California. And like President Trump said, we are celebrating our last day of Passover. It's supposed to be a joyous, festive event. And we were attacked with our backs turned. But, brave people stood up and confronted this person, and we ended the situation the best we could with the resources we had. And like I said, I'd like to use a quote from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. He said, "In order to fight these random acts of violence, we must continue to do random acts of kindness, and all us do keep doing mitzvot and good deeds, and we will overcome this evilness."
I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a great honor. It's my honor. Thank you.
Incredible job both of you have done. Your bravery is an inspiration to us all. We're also profoundly honored to be joined by somebody that I've gotten to know a little bit by telephone. I had what was going to be about a 1-minute conversation just to express my sorrow and gratitude and everything else you could express, and it ended up being about 25 minutes, and it was he's a very warm, incredible man. Yisrael Goldstein, Rabbi. And I'll tell you, it wasn't in the schedule, but Rabbi, I'd love to bring you up because there was nobody that expressed the horror and the beauty of what you represent better than you did. And I very much appreciate it, Rabbi. I know you're here with your son and your brother. I very much appreciate it. Please come up and say a few words.
Just 5 days ago, Saturday morning, I faced evil and the worst darkness of all time, right in our own house of worship, right at Chabad Poway. I faced him, and I had to make a decision. Do I run and hide, or do I stand tall and fight and protect all those that are there? We cannot control what others do, but we can control how we react. My dear Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, taught me the way we react to darkness is with light. It was that moment that I made a decision. No matter what happens to me, I'm going to save as many people as possible. I should have been dead by now, based on the rule of statistics. I was in the line of fire, bullets flying all the way. My fingers got blown off, but I did not stop. The Rebbe taught me, as a Jew, you are a soldier of God. You need to stand tall and stand fast and do whatever it takes to change the world. My life has changed forever, but it changed so I could make change. And I could help others learn how to be strong, how to be mighty and tall. Many have asked me, Rabbi, where do we go from here? How do we prevent this? And my response is what my Rebbe told me when President Ronald Reagan was shot. The Rebbe said, we need to go back to the basics and introduce a moment of silence in all public schools so that children from early childhood on could recognize that there's more good to the world, that they are valuable, that there is accountability, and every human being is created in God's image. If something good could come out of this terrible, terrible, horrific event, let us bring back a moment of silence to our public school system. I also want to thank the United States of America.
All right, folks, so we have footage from inside the White House, so please stand by. You're going to see a screen that says live stream starting soon as we get ready for the event. So here we go. We're going to be putting it up on your screen in a second here, and then we'll go on from there. We do have footage from inside the White House, so give me a second as I put it up on your screen. And like I said, we'll go on from there. If you guys are sharing the live stream on Facebook or Twitter, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your support and for your continued support. Thank you so much for being the best part of Golden State Times. So we're just getting the footage ready for you guys. But like always, there's someone in the way. There's always someone in the way. Those people from the fake stream media think that they can do whatever they want and just get in the way of cameras, and they just do not care. So give me a second while this person gets the hell out of the way, and we'll go on from there. I apologize, but this lady just will not get out of the way. Like, who do you think you are? You know, she thinks that she can get in front of everything without any.
I'd like to thank our dear Honorable Mr. President
give me a second while I get this
for
person
being,
out of
as
the
they
way,
say
and then
in
we'll
Yiddish,
go
a
on,
mensch
we'll switch
par
over. Thank you so
excellence.
much.
Mr. President, when you called me, I was at home weeping. You were the first person who began my healing. You heal people in the worst of times, and I'm so grateful for that.
So beautiful. That's so beautiful. Thank
You have helped me bring great honor to Mrs. Lori Kay of blessed memory, a 60-year-old dear friend of our congregation. I've known her for 25 years, a staunch volunteer. She works for the Friendship Circle, an organization that helps children with special needs. This year, on June 2nd, we're doing a march in her memory to show that nothing is going to stop us. We're going to march with victory, and you helped us bring Lori Kay great honor. And God bless you, and God bless America.
Thank you, Rabbi. Such beautiful words, a great man, and he said, this is my greatest moment in life, to go from darkness to the White House, right? That's great, beautiful. Thank you very much, Rabbi, appreciate it. Anything we can do, you know that. And truly, your courage and your grace and devotion touches every heart and soul in America. We're blessed by having you and your family here with us today. Thank you, Rabbi, and please give our regards to everybody. It was a tough period of time. We will fight with all our strength and everything that we have in our bodies to defeat anti-Semitism, to end the attacks on the Jewish people, and to conquer all forms of persecution, intolerance, and hate. You know that. You know that, Rabbi. Every citizen has the absolute right to live according to the teachings of their faith and the convictions of their heart. This is the bedrock of American life. To protect this heritage, my administration has strongly defended religious liberty, two words you haven't heard too much about for a long period of time, but now you're hearing it all the time. Religious liberty. Earlier this week, I took action to ensure that federal employees can take paid time off to observe religious holy days. And just today, we finalized new protections of conscience rights for physicians, pharmacists, nurses, teachers, students, and faith-based charities. They've been wanting to do that for a long time, right, Mike? They've been wanting to do that for a long time. Happened today. Together, we are building a culture that cherishes the dignity and worth of human life. Every child, born and unborn, is a sacred gift from God. Thank you. Thank you very much. In addition, I am committing to you today that my administration will preserve the central role of faith-based adoption and foster care agencies to care for vulnerable children while following their deeply held beliefs. And those are words you probably never thought you'd ever hear. To give former inmates a second chance at life, we passed criminal justice reform. Ivanka, stand up. Ivanka Trump and Jared. Ivanka and Jared worked so hard. Now, for the first time, faith-based organizations can serve federal prisoners. They can take care of the people in, and they can take care of prisoners as they get out. And we've had the greatest success because of the economy being so strong, where people leaving prison, now on a much more fair basis, but people leaving prison can get jobs, and they've done incredibly well. Employers who would never have done that before because there was a stigma, obviously. There was a pretty tough stigma, so they wouldn't go that route, and people would end up back in prison. But now employers that would not have done that before are doing it, and they're so happy. I know somebody who's put on 7 prisoners, former prisoners, And he told me, you have no idea how really great they are, how good they are. He actually said they're better than most of the other people working there. So that's a tremendous thing. That's probably the first time since the beginning of this great nation where they're doing so well. So we hope they keep it up. The economy is helping. The economy is helping. But now they're helping themselves, and they're doing a fantastic job. And we're also supporting faith-based addiction recovery programs because we understand the power of prayer. And I will say our First Lady has taken to this. It's incredible what she's done. And we're down 16% with opioid. 16% is a lot. And Melania, please stand up. That's a fantastic job you've done. Please. Incredible. Incredible. I heard that number the first time the other day, and I said, that's a lot. That really is. It's not there, but we hope to get there. And we're also trying very hard through the tremendous amounts of billions and billions of dollars that we give out to hospitals and pharmaceutical companies and everybody to come up with painkillers that are non-addictive. So you don't go into the hospital with a broken arm and come out a drug addict, which is what happens in many cases. So we are trying to come up, and we're getting very close to come up with a powerful painkiller that at the same time is non-addictive. Wouldn't that be nice, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Hello, Ralph. Here with us today is Ashley Evans from Dayton, Ohio, who was Melania's guest at the State of the Union. 2 years ago, Ashley was suffering from the grip of heroin addiction when she found out that she was pregnant. She returned to a recovery center and was welcomed by her mentor, Angie Dennis, who was waiting at the door. Ashley and Angie developed a great relationship, and Angie said to her, I'm so glad you made it back. I've been praying for you. Today, Angie is sitting right next to Ashley, and as Ashley says, prayer is what got me clean. Beautiful words. Next week, Ashley will celebrate 16 months free from addiction, and she's earned back the custody of her beautiful daughter, Olivia, who is here also right now with Mom. And Ashley, Olivia, is that Olivia? I had a feeling that was Olivia. I've been listening to Olivia the entire time. Olivia has dominated the service, and that's okay. Ashley, come on up. Say a few words, please. Thank you very much, darling.
I would just like to say that finding God saved my life. It's been incredible. It's been a journey, but without him, I could not do this. And I'd like to say thank you, Angie, for helping me find him. It's been a crazy experience. It's been incredible. God has been with me every step of the way, and everything has worked out perfectly. I have reunited with Olivia. I have an amazing support system back home and in Columbus, Ohio.
All right, folks. So that lady from the fake stream media finally got out of the way. Can you guys believe that? These people think that they own everything. They think they can do whatever they want. You guys cannot believe how crazy these people are, folks, when it comes to the fake stream media. They're just out of control. I do not understand how disrespectful and out of control these people are. But we have footage from inside the White House now, and we'll go on from there. We're not going to let these people in the fake stream media ruin this for us. So here we go, folks. This is live footage from inside the White House. Please share this live stream on social media. Thank you so much for your continued support. Now that we are 300,000 subscribers strong, folks, 300,000 Patriots, click that subscribe button and that notification bell. and now we are at 300,000. So thank you so much for helping us reach this milestone, folks. And we're only getting bigger and better and stronger than ever before. So make sure you guys please share this live stream. Thank you so much for your continued support. And the president should be coming out very, very soon. So make sure you guys please share this live stream. And this is live footage from inside the White House. All right, folks. So I'll see you guys in the chat. All right, folks, so the hot mic is on. The hot mic is on. The president should be coming out very, very soon. Thank you so much. All right, folks. So we are going to be giving shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. And we're starting off with Doug. Thank you so much, Doug, for your support in sharing the live stream. Also, thank you so much to Sean and to Misty. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We got Q Doll, and we also have, let's see here. Who else do we have sharing the live stream? Oh, we have Sophie. Thank you so much, Sophie, for sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Andrew and California for Trump. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Verbal Bent Medicine, and we also have, I thought I saw another one. Here we go. We have Toshido. Thank you so much for your support in sharing the live stream on social media. Patricia No Name. Thank you so much. Hood Vincent Kevin. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Hood Vincent Kevin actually shared both our live stream and Fox, so that's fine. Thank you so much for sharing our live stream. I was just making sure maybe if it was shared twice, but it was just for somebody else. All right, thank you so much to Bevlin and also to Christy. Thank you so much for your support and sharing the live stream. Cowboy Roy, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. You're amazing. Jalissa K, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. And I think that's it for right now, folks. If you guys share the live stream on Facebook or Twitter, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your support. Let's see, who else do we have on here? Salvador, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. DC Larson and also Carrie, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. So the president should be coming out very, very soon, folks. We'll try to give more shout outs right before the president comes out. So make sure you guys please share the live stream on social media, on Facebook or Twitter, if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you on the chat. I want to give a quick thank you here. Let's see. We have Jerome Morrissey. Thank you so much for your support and on Super Chat. All of those Super Chats helps us get to the next Trump rally, folks, which will happen this Wednesday. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. Let me give you some information on that rally that is set to happen. on Wednesday. So let's see. It's in Panama City Beach, Florida. Wednesday, May the 8th, which is this Wednesday, 2019, happening at 7 p.m. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. And it looks like it's Central Time. So that means that it's 6 p.m. Yeah, I think it's, no, I'm sorry. It's 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's what it is. All right. So that's what's happening, folks. Trump rally this Wednesday from Panama City Beach, Florida. And it's happening at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. We're going to be there live. We're going to be covering it live here on YouTube. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Thank you so much for your support. Like I said, all of those super chats helps us get to the next Trump rally. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the chat. We have another Patriot supporting us through super chat. Thank you so much to Cannabis Cuisine. Thank you so much for your support and your support through super chat. It helps us get to the next Trump rally. So thank you so much for your support. Oh, just really quickly, folks. So right now, it's just speculation. Once again, right now, it's just speculation. But they're getting closer and closer to a date where Robert Mueller will actually testify to the House Judiciary Committee. Now, also, Lindsey Graham is sending a letter to both the majority leader and the minority leader of the Senate Judiciary Committee, are also sending a letter to the lawyers and the people over at Mueller's office if he wants to also testify to the Senate Judiciary Committee. Now, the speculation is that it's going to happen with the House Judiciary Committee on the 15th of May. But it's not set in stone, folks. The time will change. The date will change, most likely. But as of right now, they are shooting for May the 15th, 2019. So that's going to happen, a week or 2 weeks from now. So stay tuned live here at Golden State Times, because once we get the real time, the actual date and time set in stone, then we'll let you guys know, and we will stream it live here at Golden State Times. So I hope that they do an event, or a hearing for both the Senate and the House. That way it's a little bit more leveled and a little bit more fair. So we hope that happens. But if it does, we'll let you guys know the time and stuff like that. So here we go. It looks like something's happening.
At ease. It's a beautiful day. What a great group of people. Star athletes and stars in every way. It's an honor to have you at the White House. Today it's my honor to present the Commander-in-Chief's Trophy for the second year in a row to the Army Black Knights. We're pleased to be joined by Vice President Mike Pence. Thank you, Mike. Along with West Point graduate and Army Secretary. Very good. Mark Esper. Mark, thank you. Thank you. Also, a man who has done unbelievably well for a long period of time, Army Chief of Staff, Mark Milley. Where's Mark? Hi, Mark. And Sergeant Major of the Army, Daniel Daly. Thanks also. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Also, thanks to members of Congress, Mike Conaway, Trent Kelly, and Steve Womack. Thank you, fellas. Thank you very much. Thank you. I especially want to welcome West Point Superintendent, Lieutenant General Darrell Williams. Thank you, Darrell. Great job. And General, I want to thank you for continuing the United States Military Academy's famous tradition of excellence. It is indeed excellent. And of course, we're thrilled to be joined by Coach Jeff Monken. Jeff, what a job you've done. What a job. What a job he's done. We'll be talking about it. Interim Athletic Director Dan McCarthy. Thank you, Dan. And Army football team, the whole team is here, and we appreciate it. Oh, there's Mark. I'm looking all over for Mark. I said he disappeared. That's not like a true Army guy. Thank you, Mark, very much. Congratulations to all of you on a phenomenal victory. For the first time ever, the West Point football program became back-to-back winners of the Commander-in-Chief's Trophy. First time ever. It's a long history. With 11 victories last season, you won more games than any other Army team in history. Pretty good. Pretty good. Over the last 2 seasons, you've won 21 of your last 26 games, and you now hold the second longest active winning streak in college football, trailing only a team called Clemson, the Clemson Tigers. Did you ever hear of that team? You ever hear of that team, fellas? They're a good team, too. They were here. They were here. Every time you enter the field, you prove that you are Army strong. You clinched the Commander-in-Chief's Trophy in a hard-fought victory against Air Force. You led the first half as co-captain Darnell Walfark scored the first of 2 unanswered touchdowns. Where's Darnell? Come here. Come on, Darnell.
On behalf of the Army football team, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. All the support has been amazing. Go Army.
Good player. Then Air Force came surging back, closing your lead to only 3 points. Well, that's not good. You were a little concerned, Coach? You don't get concerned. No. He wasn't concerned. But as Army always does, you held the line. Linebackers James Noctegal and co-team captain Cole Christensen made a pivotal, really, and I mean this was pivotal, 4th down stop in the final 2 minutes of the game, securing a 17-14 win for the Black Knights. It was a tough game. Air Force is tough. They've always been tough, Coach. I've seen their record. He goes, not that tough. You then won your 3rd bowl victory in 3 years, tying an FBS bowl record with an outstanding and astonishing 70 points against a very good team, the Houston Cougars. In that game, quarterback Kelvin Hopkins dodged defenders left and right in a magnificent 77-yard touchdown run, the longest in Army Bowl history. Where's Kelvin? Come here, Kelvin. Come here. Boom. guys are all running for office after this.
Sir, thank you very much for having me and my teammates here. We were blessed to have a great season last year, and we're looking for a great one next year. So, go Army.
You'll be back?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He'll be back. That's a good sign. And Kelvin, I want to just congratulate you because it was a standout performance. Capped really an extraordinary year as Kelvin became the first Army player ever to rush and throw for over 1,000 yards in a single season. Wow, that's great. That's pretty good, huh? I got to watch you. But what mattered most was the team's triumph in one of the nation's most celebrated athletic events, the Army-Navy game. Did anybody ever hear of it? Mark, did you ever hear of the Army-Navy game? It's a big deal. I was there. I was there numerous times, but I was there to watch this one. You took an early lead and held Navy scoreless for 3 quarters. For 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, Navy's quarterback, an outstanding player, was at the 7-yard line getting ready to go into the end zone. He was ready, right? He was ready. You weren't ready, but he was ready, right? You weren't ready. In a play that ultimately saved the game, defensive back Jalen McClinton raced in from the side and knocked the ball loose from an Army recovery. You got it, Army recovery. And I think the name of that player happened to be James Gibson. Where are those two guys? Come on down, James. Come on. You saved the game, I mean, in all fairness. Boy, they must like you. Do you guys like these two guys, I guess, right? You're lucky they're here. Right, Coach? Say a few words. Go ahead, fellas.
Just again, thank you for your support, and thank you for having us here, Mr. President. You know, it's been a great opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Great job. Great job.
I'd just like to thank all my teammates. The brotherhood is really special, so go Army.
Great job. You're so lucky they were in that game, fellas. Could have been another story. Could have had somebody else here. That would not have been good, huh? Good job. That hit stopped a Navy touchdown in its tracks, and Army won by a single score. Jalen and James, way to go. And I was at the game, by the way. And you know, I was so impressed when I was at the game. I mentioned this to the coach, and it's a big deal. I hope it doesn't become the story, but it is a big story because I'm going to look at doing a waiver for service academy athletes who can get into the major leagues like the NFL, hockey, baseball. We're going to see if we can do it, and they'll serve their time after they're finished with professional sports. And that'll make things, can you imagine this incredible coach with that little asset? Because I would imagine that would make recruiting a little bit easier. Yes, sir. So we're going to, on behalf of the coach, who's a tremendous guy, we're going to look at a waiver for the service academies. They'll serve their time after. I think it sounds good, right? I think it sounds good. I've always watched. It used to be 5 years and 4 years, and it's a long time. That's a long time. Now it's 2 years, but it's another 4 years, 4 or 5 years that you have to do things. So they'll serve it afterwards, Coach. Good luck, Coach. If you win again, which I know you will, you'll do it without, but good luck. I think it's a great idea. I think it's really fair, too. From 1997 to 2015, Army won only 4 games against other service academies. Think of that. Now, with your victories over Air Force and Navy and a lot of other great schools and some football powers, you have won 5 in a row and ended last season ranked 19th in the nation. Think of that. Coach Monken's record of success earned him the prestigious George Munger and Vince Lombardi Coach of the Year awards. And Coach, I just think it's an amazing job that you've done. And I really want you to come up and say a few words, Coach, because a few people have been able to do in the coaching world what you've been able to do. And you did have that little bit of a restriction. Some people would call it a lot, and you still always seem to win. So, Coach, say a few words, please.
Very good. Thank you. Mr. President, on behalf of the Army Football Brotherhood, the United States Corps of Cadets, West Point's Long Gray Line, and all of the brave men and women who proudly serve in the United States Army, the United States Army Reserves, and the Army National Guard, we thank you for inviting America's team here to the White House, to our nation's capital, once again for the second straight year to accept the Commander-in-Chief's trophy, which we consider the most coveted award in college football. It's a privilege and an honor for us to be here with you once again. These young men and their classmates in the Corps represent our nation's very best. Their commitment to put country before themselves is what sets these men apart, and it sets them apart from common men. And it's the same commitment that they have to each other. Jalen McClinton mentioned the brotherhood and how special that is. There's just an incredible loyalty on this team and a commitment to serve this team, and that's allowed them to experience record-setting success in a program with an already unbelievable football history, the national championships and the Heisman trophies and the great teams that people have talked about. It's unbelievable to have a team like this join the history of Army football. It's a tough team, and these are tough players, tough bunch of guys. They fought their way to 11 wins, and as you mentioned, 21 wins in the last 2 years. Our 20-plus seniors have led a resurgence in Army football. But what makes me most proud is the commitment that they make beyond the field, the accomplishments still to come for this group of young men, as each of them will serve as officers of the United States Army. As most college football players prepare for upcoming seasons while earning their degrees, preparing them for a career beyond football, ours also prepare to fight our nation's wars. In a speech to our Corps, Army Chief of Staff Mark Milley said, "You came here to fight, and fight you will." I love that line. And just as this team fought this year against opponents who wanted to take their place on the victory stand, they'll fight against those who want to take what's ours as a nation and stand. These men, those that stand on the side over here, everybody in a cadet uniform, all their classmates back at West Point, they're going to stand in the gap between freedom and those that want to take it from us. And I'm most proud of that, of this football team and of our academy. These young men represent all that our nation expects of an officer and a West Pointer, the best of the best, warriors, gritty, determined, disciplined, resilient. These are the same qualities expected in a championship football team, and they are CIC, Armed Forces Bowl, the Lambert Trophy, and the national champions of toughness, what we call the last of the hard. Mr. President, thank you again for hosting this team and this incredible trophy. It's our great honor to be here as your guests on brave old Army team and beat Navy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I was telling some of the incredible talent behind me, we were taking pictures in the Oval Office right behind the Resolute desk. That's been around for a long time, a lot of great presidents. And we were talking about our country, how well our country's doing. And we've increased the military budget when I first came in from way down to $700 billion, Coach. $700 billion. You could do a good job with that. And then 716, and now it's even going up a little bit higher. We'll soon have the strongest we've ever had, even proportionately the strongest military that we've ever had. And our country, needless to say, is doing fantastically well. We're setting records, over 100 days of stock market wins, meaning the highest in history. Over 100 days we've had of stock market wins, and our unemployment numbers are the best in 51 years, and for certain groups, African American, Asian American, women is now 71 years, but the other groups, and Hispanic American, historic lows on unemployment. History of our country, the best we've had. So we're very proud to have everybody with us, and I have to say, as president, I have no greater honor than to serve as the commander-in-chief of America's Armed Forces. I'm very proud of it. I know that all of you are a great football team, but it's not only a football team. You're the future in the United States Army. So important. And I'm very proud of a man named Mark Milley, who's sitting right here, because he's done a fantastic job. And come here, stand up, Mark. We introduce you, but you don't like to stand up. He just likes to win. He doesn't want people talking about it. He just wants to win, right, Mark? Thank you, Mark, very much. I appreciate it. When you first entered West Point, each and every one of you pledged to serve our nation after graduation. You represented the best of America, and millions of your fellow citizens admire and respect you. And I just want to thank you all for your selfless commitment to this country. When he was superintendent of West Point, General Douglas MacArthur, who was one of the best students in the history of West Point, I always used to hear he was the single best, and I don't know how you do that, but he was a great student, a great academic, which a lot of people didn't know. He made athletics a mandatory part of the academy curriculum and set a clear goal. Every cadet an athlete. That's what every cadet an athlete. Some things you can't learn in a classroom, and at the United States Military Academy, you push yourself to the limit in body and mind and spirit because you play for more than a trophy. The lessons you learn on the football field will help you to lead on the battlefield. And hopefully we won't have too many battles because we're building a military so strong that nobody's going to mess with us. Nobody. When you play for Army, you're taught the courage to take a hit, the strength to sacrifice for your team, and the grit to fight for every single inch. You give all that you have, and you never let up until that mission is done, until you've gained that victory. The Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, all of the United States Armed Forces are the strongest, toughest, bravest, and fiercest warriors the world has ever known. We have the greatest military right now that the world has ever known. And we're doing some additional things like for our great veterans. They don't know right now, it looks like so far off, but someday they'll be veterans. We're taking care of our veterans like never before. We just approved, after 44 years, they've been trying to get it, Veterans Choice. Rather than waiting for days and weeks and months to see a doctor, if there's a wait, you go right outside, you get to a local doctor who's a great doctor, we pay the bill, and you get yourself fixed up. They've been trying to get that mark for 44 years, as you know, and plenty of other things have been passed for our great veterans. With us today are 28 seniors on the team who will soon graduate, become second lieutenants, and enter different branches of the Army, including infantry, armor, field artillery, and air defense artillery. Wherever your country needs you, we know you will serve with integrity, loyalty, honor, courage, and an unbreakable will to win, win, win. We love that sound. Don't we love that word? Yep. That's a great word. You know it well. Armies always, and this great Army of ours, always fights to victory, always. To the entire Black Knights team, congratulations once again on your historic victories, and keep on that path to just winning and making us all very proud of you, because we are all very, very proud of you. So, Coach, I want to congratulate you again. That's an incredible job. The job you've done is like few others, very few others. And I know some coaches. I know some coaches in other leagues. I know some coaches in the NFL. Jeff, they have great, great respect for you as a coach and as a man, and I just want to let you know that. So you know who I'm talking about, right? So thank you all. We'll take some pictures around that incredible trophy, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Good.
All right, folks, thank you very much for joining us and choosing us as your stream of choice. President Donald Trump, presents the Commander-in-Chief trophy to the U.S. Military Academy football team. I know someone was telling me that I was supposed to put U.S. Army Academy football team on the thing, but even the White House is calling it U.S. Military Academy. I just wanted to say that real quick. But thank you so much for tuning in and choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. President Trump is having another event later on today, folks. President Trump is presenting the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Tiger Woods. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That is going to happen at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much once again for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. I hope that you guys join us for that live stream. Also, make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. Click the notification bell if you liked our coverage. Thank you so much once again for being the best part of Golden State Times. Now that we are over 300,000 Patriots strong in this channel, folks. Thank you so much for joining the family. Thank you so much for being part of Golden State Times. You guys got us to this point, folks. If we will not be here if it wasn't for you. So right now we are over 300,000 strong, and we're getting stronger and bigger and better than ever before. So make sure you guys join us for the next live stream happening in just a few hours, folks. President Trump is set to present the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Tiger Woods. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. Thank you so much once again for being the best part of Golden State Times, choosing us as your stream of choice. And I hope that you guys join us for the next event happening in just a little while, where President Trump is going to be presenting the Medal of Freedom. Thank you so much, folks, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream in just a little while. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to thank the moderators, because you guys do an amazing job keeping the chat clean and enjoyable for everyone. You guys do a fantastic job, and I would just like to thank you so much for all of your hard work. We have Sayuri Blue 90, we have Carolyn Hall, we also have Deacon on here, we have Truck, we have Brian. So we have the best mods that we can ask for. So thank you so much for your continued support. All right, folks, I'm going to set up the next live stream. I will be putting it up on the channel. I will be putting it up on Twitter and Facebook and Gab and all that stuff. So make sure you guys go over there to our social media sites. Follow us at Gold State Times on Twitter. On Facebook, it's Golden State Times. On Gab, it's Golden State Times. So make sure you guys follow us on social media, folks, because we keep you guys up to date on everything that is going on. Also, we do have a website, goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's goldenstatetimes.com. So make sure you bookmark our website and you guys stay up to date on everything that is going on in politics. All right, folks. So I'll see you guys in just a few hours for the next live stream. Thank you so much.